Transformation in 3, 2, 1.
Hi, everybody. If you're new here, welcome in. If you're a returning gazer, hi, guys. I'm Mother Stargazer. I'm here to do a reading for the collective, for whoever, whenever, wherever. I hope you guys are doing fantastic today. Just take a deep breath and dive right in. Ancestors, spirits, guides, what messages do you have for the collective watching today or in the future? What would you like us to know? King of Pentacles in the reverse. This says unlock the secret mysteries of tarot. Sometimes when that comes out, it's like there's something that could be hiding. This person, King of Pentacles in the reverse. Let me just check this. Yeah, this is a mixed deck. As I say that, I check Eight of Pentacles in the reverse and Judgment. This person can be very greedy. This person enjoys material things, but they don't enjoy working for them. This is bad business practices. This is unreliable energy. This is somebody who is pretty selfish and thinks for themselves. This person can overindulge. I heard gratification. Let's get some more cards. Would that be? The Tower in the upright with the Empress out. High Priestess in the reverse. You guys, these are big deal cards that we have coming out here. Major arcanas. The High Priestess in reverse. Then we get the Six of Wands in the upright and the Three of Cups. I'm liking where this is going. Ace of Wands. So there's going to be a shocking success, right? Four of Pentacles in the reverse. Letting go of something is going to be a surprise to someone. There's going to be a celebration of some and maybe not by others. Here we have the Emperor in the reverse. Interesting to have the Empress out upright and the Emperor in the reverse. They're the divine pair, right? They're like the grandparents. They're the ones who watch over the whole realm of things, right? The feminine energy in this reading is really in its upright, whether you be a feminine yourself or are embodying that energy. It talks about here that there is some sort of masculine, right? That's I'm hearing pushing forward, energetic, right? It's like actions being taken that are irresponsible and kind of controlling, trying to control the situation. It's again, that's the father and the mother here. It doesn't necessarily have to be your father or your mother, but it could be, things that, toxic masculinity, things that we've been taught over time where how we should be. And it isn't working out the way that maybe these masculines in reverse had hoped that it would. And there's definitely something being held back, something like this person isn't following their intuition. Like I said, that there could be something revealed about this, right? Unlock the secret mystery of tarot. There's something shocking definitely that's being revealed, and it's sparking a new inspiration, a new drive. Something is definitely being let go of. Look at that Tower. It's something that needed to be let go of. Again, there's like this feeling of somebody trying to control something. Here we go, and driving it into the ground. Chariot in reverse under that. Six of Cups in the reverse under that, right? Not thinking of the people under them, right? That would be like their subordinates or their children, grandchildren, the generations underneath. That could be like, it's the emperors, so it's the kingdoms that they rule, right? And they're not ruling them in the best of ways. This is being uncovered. This is coming to light, right? And it's shocking. It's like I heard ground shattering. There's a lot of success coming through, right? A parade for whatever it is and whoever it is that sees this, reveals this, and acts with it, right? There's like a parade that's like communal celebration of that space, and it comes with letting go of something. Four of Pentacles in the reverse. That's the Miser card. That's not having that boundary that has to hold so tightly to something is kind of like letting go of those things. And what's really interesting here is here we wind up being in this space of abundance, of being able to create, of being very soft and gentle and yet in charge at the same time. It's a very different type of energy, very different type of ruler coming through, opposite probably in every regard, right? And there's a celebration here of some, but not all, right? There could be some lamentation of this. There could be some people who maybe followed the old way, or some things that had to be let go of. Maybe, you know, sometimes this can feel like that leaving of the nest energy, or that creating a whole new community, creating a whole new life for oneself after the, I heard eclipsing, right, of this leadership, this type of leadership. Let's get some clarifiers. And we have today the TarotGazing cards for TarotGazing channel. I do have some of these for sale. If you guys are interested, shoot me an email. I'm actually going to use both of the channel decks today. We've also got Portal Oracle out, so let's just see what messages they bring. Ancestors, spirits, guides, can you tell us about this King of Pentacles energy? Please tell us about this King of Pentacles energy. No, I'm feeling it there. Magician in the reverse. Wow, extremely manipulative. Look at that. Like having the power to do something and not, this again, squandering resources. Again, that manipulation of the energies to funnel something, resources, whatever it might be, toward this person and away from the things that need it, right? Yeah, we don't, this isn't good energy. Again, it's very, like the word squandering keeps coming to mind. Again, that robs everybody of their abilities, of their resources. Tell me about this High Priestess in the reverse. What is this? This is, I heard, coming out. Ooh, coming out on TV. What is that? Five of Swords. Look at that. Winning at all costs. Arguments, battles, mean things being said, things going on in the background, right? But somebody's got to win. And it's coming out, maybe the tactics that were used, maybe what this person is actually capable of, which is very little, is coming to the surface. It's being seen. And that is bringing a victory, a hard fought and hard won victory through this revelation, through this revealing and letting go of these secrets. I heard loose lips sink ships. Some ships need to go, right? I'd say need to go down, but it's like a pirate ship. Let me see here. What is this Ace of Wands, please? Can you tell me about this Ace of Wands? I love this little tree with these hummingbirds. Wow, that's too many cards, Spirit. It's the Queen of Queen of Vessels, the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, the Three of Pentacles, and the Hierophant. Listen, this is learning to follow our intuition and really listening to that heart-based center, right? Getting back to that and realizing where those stuck spaces are and how they're stuck, and definitely in a workspace. And again, this is again teamwork. It talks about a lot of people here. Now we have the three here, 3, 3, 3, right? Talking about this Ace of Wands and maybe bucking the system, bucking some tradition, right? Having to go against. And now we have again, I heard false leadership, bad leadership. We have the Emperor in reverse, the King of Pentacles in reverse, and the Hierophant in reverse. That's not a character we want to tangle with. It's not somebody who's going to look out for everybody else's best interest, and they're not going to put much effort into anything except defending their hoard, right? Which is ill-gotten gains. And this is coming to light, and they're seeing that it's coming to light with and through a compassionate person, feminine energy. Again, somebody who is aware of their emotional surroundings and the needs of others, and really coming into a space of workmanship. I'm hearing workmanship. This is leadership qualities and abilities that are bringing that inspiration back into the fold. It's like turning a light back on. Wow. The Tower. Shocking. Surprise. Like a lightning bolt. Like an idea, like a lightning bolt. What is this? King of Coins in the upright, 8 of Coins in reverse, 3 of Coins in the reverse. All right, this could be a different earth sign energy, masculine energy. This could be, you know, the Tower too. This person was like sitting there not doing any work, having like an army of minions behind them and acting as if. as if they're doing everything wonderful and that everything is working out fine, you know. And again, there's that shocking tower energy coming through. Like, that's going to be quite a surprise when someone comes through and actually takes charge. Again, this could be someone else stepping up who is the genuine article here, who is good with coin, who is reliable, dependable, smart, caring, looks out for everyone else. And they're like, hey, no work is being done here. These people aren't learning their lessons. They're overindulging. They're gabbing. They're like running off at the mouth instead of actually doing what needs to be done. It could be something that is revealed through hearsay that is so shocking that it brings that whole previous system down, that previous this is like ill-gotten gains. I'm here, leadership, and what it is it leads straight to success. 6 of Wands. The center of this reading is all about the successful completion. Is like you come back from a battle and are looked at it like rewarded. So he's holding that wand, that Ace of Wands right here, and you're like leading the way. This has been coming out a lot lately. This is perfect time for it. Like I said, this is timely energy. This is timely energy. Look at that 2 of Vessels. I can't help but looked at the bottom and it was 5 of Wands in the reverse. Look, getting together and working with somebody who shares your values, somebody who is of the same heart or of the same mind, right? And it's like now we do have the King of Coins out and a King of Coins out in the upright and the Empress energy, right? And then the 3 of Pentacles, the community around them. This is very positive energy, meeting the soulmate tribe, meeting the soulmate, meeting the partner, and being happy about it. Not just you, but everybody else. Or like, it's like, this, I keep coming back to the Wizard of Oz and like ding dong, the witch is dead kind of energy. Like it's time to move forward now, right? 4 of Pentacles. What are we letting go of? What is this that we're letting go of? Knight of Coins. The old way, the old thing, the old harvest, right? Letting go of those things that maybe we couldn't really hold on to begin with, that maybe weren't ours. Like if this guy over here was producing means in a not so if this person was over here, basically like harvesting wealth from others, right? And then it's like let go of all of that. That's not that wealth is like tainted. It's got something on it, right? It's about taking those slow and steady steps, pacing yourself, making friends with your resources so that you can treat them kindly. I just saw 1, 2, 3, 4. And they will treat you kindly. And going off on that whole new endeavor, right? We're letting go of immature energy too. It's like this King of Pentacles energy wasn't fully developed. They didn't do all the work. They developed in the wrong places, right? And it caused them and everything else to lack the maturity that was needed to get it to the next space. And letting go of that and adopting the slow and steady to progress, right? If this is where we are, where are we going next? And it's like that. I just want to show you this. King of 6 of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles, but they're both on these horses in the forest here. I heard moving forward. Tell me about this Empress energy. This is maternal. This patient kind is beautiful Venusian energy, right? It's Venus in the upright. The sun. She's met by the sun. Look how the sun's shining in both these cards. Look at it right here and look at it right there. And then it's like, here she is birthing out the creation again on the horse. Now there's these cherubs on this horse moving forward. All has been revealed. Everything is pleasant now. You got over this space. This is where you were coming from. This is to let you know that as this shocking news comes in, as this inspiration comes through, the new is being birthed in a very beautiful sense, right? A very beautiful, loving space. Look how she's kissing her on the cheek. Look at that. Beautiful. And then there's like celebration, right? Reunion, getting together. And again, these threes. Can you tell me about this Three of Cups? It's like a Three of Cups in the upright, right over a Ten of Cups in the reverse. That's what I'm talking about. Like meeting your new family, meeting the new soul tribe, maybe getting together with people that you haven't seen in a long time, and you've grown and progressed in ways that really complement each other now. Interesting. The Fool on the bottom for that, talking about the whole new. Eight of Wands in the reverse and the World in the reverse. It's like not sharing with cycles and things that aren't going to complete themselves. That's how it's always going to be over there. That's how they're always going to be over there. We don't need to tell them about what's going on in our new business and our new life with our new friends. We don't need to express that. We don't need to put that out in the world. This is like not spreading the news, and just kind of enjoying the space where you are. And I think that is the recommendation here, looking at that, like to take that new endeavor, right? And also because Ten of Cups in the reverse as the outcome on the bottom, the people that your space or emotional self, right? The history that you're leaving behind doesn't need to be brought into the new space by communicating with it, right? There's like boundaries that shouldn't be crossed here. Can you tell me about that Ten of Cups in the reverse? Tell us about that Ten of Cups in the reverse. Ace of Swords in the reverse. Seven of Cups in the reverse. Like you're not confused about this. This isn't even an option. All right. What's really interesting too is the Ten of Cups minus the Seven of Cups equals the Three of Cups, and that came out twice. Be very, very mindful about who you include in your community, about who you share things with, especially your positive news. Be careful who you share your good news with, right? And you're recognizing that's not even an option. The answer is no, because that is anything that you give, any information that you give these types of energies, these controlling types of energies, they use it to glean stuff, to take things away, to harvest things that aren't theirs. And that's been exposed, recognized, and seen. And so now there's a definite no. Absolutely not to that kind of energy. It's not even an option anymore, and you aren't even confused about it, and you don't feel bad whatsoever about not communicating that with those old people, because you got this new coming out here that's so gorgeous and beautiful and successful and kind. I mean, look at this. See, I got one more for you. I got another one even. I mean, this is some absolutely gorgeous energy, and it ain't none of these people's damn business. So you go on and enjoy yourself. Go enjoy the beautiful sunny day. This looks like just a gorgeous time with friends, getting together with people, you know, having fun, maybe even making something, celebrating where you're going next, what it is you're doing, maybe even taking a little bit of a break to enjoy. I'm not saying stop work. That's definitely not it. It wants you to keep going. But these types of energies have been very prevalent and relevant right now because of all of the things that are happening in the world. And like we've been going through this big social shakeup, social shift with ourselves and our communities and the people around us for a while now. And it's because we're evolving and growing, and we're finding our purpose, and we're starting to see where we are going to be the most impactful in the most positive way. And if we continue to give our energies to things that would squander them, then it's just throwing all of that work and value away. So, you know, surprise, you're going to do great. You actually are already doing great. It's just about getting this other thing out of the picture, out of the way. And we do that by focusing, changing where our focus is. If something is always going to be some way and we don't like the way that it is, maybe that's not the place for us, right? Maybe for trying to force change in that space isn't going to work. Maybe we need to go lead by example. Let them see how good we're doing over here. you know, and not because you call them up to tell them how great you're doing, but because they can't help but notice. The miracles are endless. I love this. And look at her beautiful flower crown. We're in milk and honey. This has such Empress vibes. This has such Hathor vibes. Taurus season here upon us, and look how much you're celebrating it, right? That Venusian bull, just enjoying the beautiful sunshine, enjoying the slow relaxation of the thing that you are building, and allowing those miracles just unfold in front of you, unlocking the mysteries as they just present themselves. And you can focus on that now. You can see it now because this other stuff isn't in the way. Life is speeding up. I mean, nothing runs like an antelope, you guys fish fans. And life is a mystery. How beautiful is that? Unlocking the mysteries, letting them unfold in front of you. Bobcat spirit, stealthy, right? And it's like, here you are at that slow pace, Knight of Pentacles energy, really Empress energy, really enjoying things and allowing that speed to pick up when it's time to. And again, there's like this these bucks, these deer. Look at that. So there could be something in that fear. I'm hearing, oh dear. And not in a like, oh dear, like a very sentimental, beautiful way, because things are unfolding for you right now in ways that you can't even imagine. The miracles are absolutely endless as you venture out into this new space, and it begins by a simple no. It begins by a simple letting go. It begins by not being confused anymore. What fell on the floor, look at that, and realizing who and what is actually for us, what is draining your life force, and what is filling your cup. Any more messages from this? Believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. Absolutely. And on the bottom, and embrace the in-between. That space in between. That might be right where you're at right now. This might all be coming to light. It might have already happened for you, and you might be in this shocking celebration point. You might be headed towards your new community, towards your new happiness and fulfillment here, your new partnership with friends, and you might be realizing that silence is golden in this situation. History. What have you learned from your past experiences, and what is now history? What can you write off as, a closed chapter? And history does tend to repeat itself if we don't learn the lessons that are presented to us. It feels like in a 5-5, like big changes, this is like forcing something to occur. And I'm also thinking about the astrology, because the astrology in terms of the US, will say, is like a personality, right? There are astrological alignments that are similar to those, or exact to those, that happened during our Civil War in the 1800s. And there are also astrological alignments that are similar to those that were there for our Revolutionary War. It would be interesting to examine that further and see what other revolutionary things are coming into the fold right now, and how the history is repeating itself, and maybe we would like to learn different lessons, right? And we weren't there when those things happened. We're here now, so we have different opportunities. We have a new opportunity, and we don't want to go back into a space. I mean, that's like a big giant metaphor for all of the everything, but it does apply to us in our simple day-to-day lives, and our mundane lives, and our big choices that we make for our personal selves. Because as we as individuals grow and progress, we're growing and progressing the collective, right? We're changing the world day by day around us, each of us. And I think that you're starting to really have a lot of faith in those endless miracles that are exposing themselves and exposing the light, right? The beauty that is out there, the mystery. Believe in yourself, okay? I heard you're making history. What are you doing, guys? Oh, as I say that, behind the curtain, right? Shh, you might not be ready to say quite yet. And again, don't share things with people who would put blockages in your space. So maybe it's time to find that like-minded community and band together and have a good, a good time talking about what's going on, what's going to happen next, where you're going next, and how you can change history. Here we have, and that could be, like I said, in your immediate surrounding, that could be breaking the generational curses, but the vortex. It's the vortex and like sinking down into it. This is one of these extra cards. Like there's extra cards in the deck that were random that I just placed in there because I thought the images are so powerful. Like I kept, as they'd stack the layers and stack the layers and stack the layers, they just kept talking to me. So they were included even though they weren't part of the original force, right? And that like takes us right down into our kundalini, right down in opening up all of those chakra spaces, and the feminine here in that vortex of darkness. That's the gestation space that is afforded to us and allowed to flourish through us. Interesting. On the bottom it says Eros, trust, and again that's about love. And yes, it can be, I mean, traditionally it is about romantic love, but it's a, a puppy love, an infatuation, feeling of this feeling. And maybe trust was broken previously, right? We put our trust and faith in things that weren't having our best interest in mind, and now we see that and we're building that new world in the way that we would like for it to be, where everybody and everything is included. Peacefully, like we're okay with that. I mean, that's like a grandiose thing. I don't know where that just came from because I don't know if that's something that humans are currently capable of doing, seeing, being, but to speak it and say it, right? So these are Raven cards my friend gave me the other day. They're awesome. There's a bunch of instruction cards. We might get one. Let's see. Ancestors, spirits, guides. Let doubt depart and confidence spread wide its strong wings to carry you now. And on the bottom, this one's awesome too. It says, think big about yourself. What is the point of thinking yourself small, making yourself small? Connect with your divine self and be what you are. Wow. Let's put those two up like this for a second. See them? Like that too. It's like the vortex. Strong messages from spirit. All right, one more. We'll close up this reading. Ancestors, spirit, guides. What soul action would you like for us to exercise today? Get us in this space we need to be in. From whom can I release my judgment right now? I'm going to start with this guy here. Judgment closes our hearts to truth and separates us from love. It binds us to fear and holds us in shame. On whom are we placing judgment right now? Is it someone in your life? Is it yourself? Release the shackles, drop the expectations, and be grateful for what is. Look at the person you are judging as if you are looking at a small child. I'm going to cry now. See them learning and growing, falling down and making mistakes. See their desire to be loved and accepted. Add even more grace to open your heart to this truth. When I lift the judgment from myself and others, I uncover my own truth. I am loved. I am whole. I am limitless. And so are they. Wow. Beautiful. I think that is what we need, because we don't want to, we like I said, carrying these things into the next space, holding judgment is a way of carrying things into the next space. So as you pull that curtain forward, allow the past to be history, right? And move forward. But most importantly, believe in yourself. All right. I hope that was helpful. I hope you got something out of it. Thank you so much for being here. Thanks for remembering to hit like and subscribe. And thanks for coming back and seeing us again next time. Bye.
Transformation in 3, 2, 1.